Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. The Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from top betting experts, choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when their systems have games. Download the app and use our code TFTM for 15% off a premium membership after a 2-day free trial. Okay. Here, back. It's Three for the Money. New episodes every Thursday, per usual, brought to you by the Trend Center app, the greatest tool for sports bettors on the planet. And we're back. It's NFL. It's going to be week 5. Week 4 is over. I did a hell of a lot better this week than I did last week. So I am ready to get into some picks, but I'm going to throw it to Chris. How did you do last week?
I did pretty well too. I think I went. I know I went 6-4, but I'm trying to think. Did I go 6-4 2 weeks ago too?
That is not a me question.
I think I did. So I think I'm 6-4 on back-to-back weeks, which we'll take it. Not bad. Um, Ravens minus 2.5, easiest money ever made. That was never a doubt. But yeah, it was Monday night. Double went, or I went 2-0. Thanks for the Titans, I guess. It was ugly, but dub's a dub. But yeah, 6-4. Been betting some baseball, some playoff baseball, doing pretty well in that so far. Knock on wood. So yeah, things are going well for old Chris.
Hell yeah. Sean?
Yeah. Week 4 started out real rough. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5, and 1 on Sunday. No, 1, 5, 1, 2, 6, and 1 on Sunday. And then Monday night, hit my surefire. Lions minus 3.5. Easy. Titans plus 2.5 and Titans money line. So that did bring me to 5, 6, and 1, which I am up because of the Titans and my surefire hitting. So, but I'm looking to have a better week than last week, to be real.
Yes. I think we all are. Who isn't about improving? Who isn't about that? I'd like to meet someone who is. Never mind. Anyway. Uh okay. Let's get into it. I went 5-1 on college or something. I went 8-1, 5-1, something like that. I only lost one bet in college on Saturday, so that was tremendous for me and my mental health. Uh my mental health is hinging on college football, like most people in the South.
Been there. Yeah, that's not a fun place to be.
Yeah. Um, but let's get into week 5. Week 5, first London game of this NFL season. Should be a doozy. Let's get into it. It's the Jets at quotations, the Vikings. The Vikings are favored by 2.5. And I am going to let Chris lead this one off because I think he has some things he wants to say.
I mean, this is my second favorite football team, like in the NFL right now. It's the Vikings minus 2.5. I People said they were a square last week. They were a square pick last week. Just dominated that game. Got a little dicey at the end, but it was fine. Dominated overall. Uh, I'm betting the Vikings until they give me a reason not to bet on them. So it is the Vikings minus 2.5 in London. Weird shit happens in London. So even if they lose, I don't think it should really count. So yes, it's Vikings minus 2.5 all damn day. Wake up, start the day with a winner.
Let's go. Okay. I'm also on the Vikings minus 2.5. They're hot right now. They're hot as something that's really hot. And the Jets struggled to put up points against the Broncos, who are not good on both sides of the ball. Um, did they lose that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost
What's
to the Broncos.
whoever their kicker is missed the last second field goal.
Yeah. So fuck the Jets. They're not going to be able to fly over seas. So
Ah,
taking the Vikings over in Europe, where the Vikings are from, from the past. Um, anyway, Sean, what do you think?
Yep, I'm on you. I'm on the Vikings. I faded them last week. Shouldn't have done that after they cashed a home dog spread against the Titans' biggest op, the Texans, and I want to apologize for that. I didn't believe in the Minnesota Vikings against the 49ers, but I'm willing to hop on this wagon, and it's the league's best QB versus Aaron Rodgers. So it doesn't get any better than this. Um, It is also worthy to note that Minnesota has a 3-0 international record versus Aaron Rodgers' 0-1 record.
Oh,
all right.
all right. Um, I didn't write down the over under. Uh, I may end up double dipping with the under just because it is the London game. Um, stay tuned for the Twitter for that. Okay, next game, Bills Texans. All right, Texans are home dogs by 1. Texans barely beat. Wait, who did they play last week? God, there's been so much football.
Jags
Yeah, they barely beat kind of barely beat they beat the Jags, not
didn't cover.
convincingly. Yeah. Um, so home dogs, Bills got the shit beat out of them on Sunday Night Football. I didn't see that coming, but other folks did. But that's okay. I won some other bets that day, so that's all right. Um, okay. I think there's going to be a lot of points. I think there's going to be a lot of points. I'm taking the over 47 and a half. I think Bills defense can't hang. I feel like if the Texans can let up 20 something points against Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars, I feel like they don't have a prayer for stopping Josh Allen and the Josh Allens. That's what I'm calling them, the Buffalo Josh Allens. And then the Texans can also put up points too. I don't think the Bills D is anything to write home about. Um, I'm taking over 47 and a half. Sean, what do you think?
Let me pull up something real quick. I just want to fact check myself. Okay,
Okay.
yes. I'm on the Bills money line. God damn it, my notes keep. There we go. Okay. But I kind of hate it. I do kind of hate this pick. But the Texans have yet to cover a spread. They barely sneak out wins against the Colts, the Bears, the Jags, and get blown out by the wagon of the Vikes. So I do like the Bills' revenge after that loss to Baltimore. Um, this is a tight AFC race, and somehow the Texans are 3-1. I just don't see it. Houston has a terrible run game, and it's probably because they're always down to their opponents, so they're just forced to throw the ball. Uh, Texans just haven't played anybody worth a damn, so I think Buffalo could take this one pretty easy. But it being at home does kind of scare me for the Texans. But I'm gonna rock with it. Bills money line. Yeah,
Is it my
Chris.
turn?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's your turn. Sorry.
I completely agree with everything you said. It's Bills money line. The only thing I disagree is I love this play. I think this is a get right game. The Bills defense is bad, like in the middle. Like they don't have good interior linemen. Their linebacker, well, because they're all hurt. Their linebackers are all hurt. The Texans can't take advantage of it like the Ravens did, because I have written down the Houston cannot run the ball as well. And most of that is to do with Joe Mixon is hurt or he's questionable for this game. Hasn't played the last two. They got Cam Akers, who surprised he's still playing professional football, if I'm being honest. And like Yeah, I don't think the Texans are very good. Like you said, they're just squeaking out teams against other not very good teams. And then the one good team they played, they got boat raced. So I think this one could get ugly. I think the Bills could whomp them. So yeah, it's Bills money line.
I would love that. I mean, just as a Titans fan, I would love a good mollywop on the Texans.
I wonder if we'll be able to watch this since the Titans aren't playing on Sunday. Just sit
I
back,
don't know.
watch the Bills run up the score. That'd be nice.
Maybe because the Falcons play Thursday.
Yes.
So,
Ooh, we might get this one.
yeah, we might get this game.
That would be very fun. I would like that.
Yeah, we don't pay for Sunday ticket because it's a scam.
I'm not fucking Rockefeller. I'm not paying
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. You only use it like 16 weeks. That's it.
I would use it like twice, and it's like the Titans are on bye, and the Titans play not on Sunday. That's the only time I would really, because other than that, I watch the Titans, and then I'm usually fine with whatever the game of the week is. It's usually pretty good. So
I'm content with the way things are right now.
yeah, I'm not going to spend an ass ton of money to just watch it really 2 days a week or 2 weeks a year. There we go.
Okay, moving on. The Ravens going to Cincinnati to play the Cincinnati Bengals in an AFC North matchup. Sean, what do you think about this game? The Bengals are home dogs by 2.5. What are we
Mhm.
thinking?
I'm gonna roll with the hot hand. Ravens minus 2.5. Cincy's defense is a major problem. They stink, and it's a big part in why they're losing so many games. They're going to have a problem defending the rush against Derek and Lamar. I see this being another run-heavy game for the Ravens, and as part of that, I think they're just starting just as how they use Lamar, but them two dominated the Bills on the rush, and I think they can just keep doing that moving forward. And I'm also going to double dip in this game because I really like this over. It's the highest total of the week, but the Ravens like to take their foot off of the gas at the end of demanding leads, and they just kind of let teams score to get the ball back and eat clock. So, yeah, jot me down for over 50.5 as well. Will, what you got?
So I am attempting a big brain play here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Shit.
I'm taking
You
the
should have gone
Bengals.
first.
Well, I went first the last game.
But
so.
if you have a big brain play, you have to go first.
All
New
right.
new
Well-
show rule.
New show rule.
Big brain plays go first.
All right. I will I'll make a note of that next time. Attempting a big brain play could explode in my face. I'm taking the Bengals plus 2.5. Divisional dog at home. I kind of hate it, but it seems kind of like a trap to take the Ravens. Ravens just beat the shit out of the Bills, and you're giving them 2.5 on the road. That's an easy pick. And that's why it's an easy pick, because it's a trap. And we're taking the Bengals plus 2.5. Bengals look like shit. They barely beat the Panthers. Why is it only barely a 3-point spread? I'm attempting a big brain play here. Could be a big old dummy dumb play, but I'm taking the Bengals plus 2.5. And
Okay.
the home dogs, home divisional dogs, normally have a pretty good against the spread raking. So I'm doing that. Chris, what do you think?
Going against Sean, I'm taking the under.
Mm.
I don't really
Damn.
see how
Both y'all on me.
I like. I mean, you did make a good point about the Ravens are going to be up big, and they're just going to kind of let the Bengals do whatever they want. That makes me a little nervous. I just don't think Cincinnati's good. I mean, their offense is bad. Like, yeah, they put up some numbers against, like, scoring wise at least, they put up numbers against the Commanders and the Panthers. Both those defenses are ass. Just I don't think they're, even if Baltimore's like, yeah, we'll let you score, I don't think they're going to be able to really do it. Like, they'll probably get a garbage time touchdown, but I don't think it's going to be like they score 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter or anything. I just I see this. I look at the line. I'm like, why the hell is a Ravens game the highest total of the week? I
Yeah.
that with their elite defense, I don't get it. I got it at 50. I saw other places it's moved down to 49. So I'm glad I got it at 50 because since 2021, oh shit, wrong stat. Hold on, let me find it. Can't read my own handwriting. Yeah, no, that was right. Since 2021, regular season games with a total of 50 plus, the under is 30 and 11, hitting an 11 straight. So that's the
Hmm.
beautiful people at Trend Center, under 50.
They are beautiful. Moving on, next game. I do have a stat for, but I'm going to let Chris go first. It's the Cardinals at the 49ers. Niners, home favorites by 7.5. Chris, what do you think?
I hate this.
Yes.
I'm taking the Cardinals plus 7.5.
Yes.
I hate it so much. It's uh, more than a touchdown in divisional game. That's too much. I think. I mean, the Cardinals' offense or their defense is very bad. Their offense is good enough, I think, where they keep it within a touchdown. Um, yeah, I hate it. I have some stats too, but I'm gonna let you go so I don't hog them all. I got a few.
I
So
just have one.
okay, I got a few, so I can go. We can circle back to me at the end then. But yeah, pretty much
Yes.
just I'm betting the number, not the team. This spread is too high for a divisional game. So especially the Cardinals are good. Like, they have a good offense. It's just their defense can't stop fucking anyone. So Cardinals plus 7.5.
Hmm. Yes. So my one stat is away teams who fail to cover the week prior at home by more than 30 are 50, 23, and 6 against the spread the next week. Uh, I'm taking the Cardinals plus 7.5. Also, the Niners are still banged up. I think George Kittle caught a touchdown last week and then
Hmm.
immediately he didn't get carted off, but he
Oh, did he?
went,
I didn't watch that game. I didn't know he got hurt.
yeah, he caught a touchdown and then had to bounce because he got hurt.
Damn.
So I'm taking the Cardinals. What are the rest of your stats, Chris?
Well, let's let Sean go, and then we'll
Okay.
come back. I don't, because he might have some stats. I don't know.
I did have one stat that I saw from Trend Center, but I think it's the one Will just said, the
Yeah.
NFL spread system.
Yes.
Yes, so I did have that one, but that's okay. I am also on the Cardinals plus 7.5. Um, do hate it, but I'm just gonna trust the system. That's pretty much it. I'm also, yeah, we'll get to it later. We'll come back to this.
All right.
I got
Okay.
another pick, but we'll come back to it.
Sounds good. All right. You want my stats?
Yeah.
Okay. I got 3. So first one. This is the simplest. Kyler Murray as a dog in his career, 26, 16, and 2 against the spread. Now we're getting into the weeds here. Teams who lost by 17 plus points the week prior versus a team who won by 17 plus points the week prior. The underdog is 113, 70, and 77 against the spread over the last 20 years. That's 60%. And
Wow.
then teams who lost by 28 points plus, who are 4 point or more dogs the next week. 115 and 72 against the spread over the last 20 years. 62% cover rate. So really trusting the numbers on this one. Give me the Cardinals plus 7.5. Give us
Number
all the Cardinals plus 7.5.
Yes. Numbers don't fail me now. Uh Next game, Cowboys at Steelers, Sunday night football in the Berg. Steelers minus 2.5 uh at home. Uh I guess I'll go first. I think this game is gonna stink. Simple as that. It's Sunday Night Football. Uh, everyone's going to want some things to happen. They're not going to happen. Steelers are going to have a get right game here. They're at home. The towels are going to be flying. And the Cowboys, there's just something off about them. They just don't gel. They're not gelling right now. They can't really find a groove. And the Steelers defense is, elite, like it always is. Anyway, Sean, what do you think?
Let's go, Chris. Let's have Chris go next. I am torn on this
Okay.
game. I would like to hear both of y'all's picks before. And let's just, my brain is in a pretzel on this.
All right. I'll go then. I don't know how much I'll help you with this because I don't love this pick. This feels like a trap. Taking Steelers -2.5. The Cowboys don't look right. Their offense just doesn't look like it's clicking. Their offensive line is very young. I still think they're coming together as a unit. And I think TJ Watt may be able to get after him. And I think Dak might be running for his life. Everyone, I feel like everybody who's worth a damn on the Cowboys defense is hurt. Parsons, Lawrence, and who was that other guy? The guy who got all those pick sixes last year. I wrote it down. Deron Bland. He's on IR. So I don't think the Cowboys are that good. So I think the Steelers offense has shown they're competent this year. So I think they can cover a field goal at home. So Steelers -2.5. Sean, did that help anything?
That's what I had written down. The Steelers -2.5. I do think it's a trap. But if you're riding with it, I'll ride with it.
All right.
I will probably also double dip and go under in this game and Steelers on prime time. Seems like free money. So I guess that's my official pick, but I will rock with Steelers -2.5 just because.
Okay. Next game, Monday Night Football, Saints at the Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 5.5. Chris, what do you think?
Hold on, go to Sean first. I'm looking up something about the Steelers on Sunday Night Football.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Sean, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Saints +5.5. Chiefs maybe 4-0, but they have yet to win a game by more than a possession. They're super hurt, missing a lot of key pieces. This game could be gross. So I like the Saints to kind of hang in there. That's my pick. Will, what you got?
Honestly, I cannot bet on either of these teams. It feels like every time that I pick the Saints to do anything, it just doesn't work. And I feel the same way about the Chiefs. I feel like every time it's like the Chiefs can cover this number, or the Chiefs can win this game, or the Chiefs can get this over. They're just disappointing. And they're super banged up right now. I'm taking the under. Surprise, surprise, I'm taking a prime time under. I'm just keeping it simple. This game's probably going to suck just because they're missing a ton of pieces on offense right now, the Chiefs. And their defense is pretty good. I think Trent McDuffie is at that one of their star corner. Yeah, he's great. He can cover Shaheed. Is that their number one? No, it's Olave.
Olave's number one, but she's two.
Yeah. I think their defense can hang. Their defense isn't banged up, but their offense is. And so that's where I think this is really going to the under is going to be in play here. And I really don't pay attention to the Saints all that much, so I'm taking the under. Chris?
All right. First of all, I couldn't find that Steelers Sunday Night Football stat. I thought I saw something like last year or 2 years ago that said like the Steelers at home were like dominant on Sunday Night Football. I could be wrong. I could be thinking like Monday night or just something totally different. I don't know. But anyway, I agree. Will under 43.5. Both offenses kind of just struggling right now. The Chiefs being that they're banged up, the Saints being that they're just not very good. Yeah, I think it's going to take the Chiefs maybe a half or so to kind of get things going without Rashee Rice. Obviously, Pacheco's hurt. Travis Kelce's been kind of a non-factor so far this season, and the Saints just aren't very good. So yes, under 43.5, this game's probably going to stink.
Yes, this game will stink. Yeah. Okay, that's it for the main slate. Let's give our surefire picks of the week. Double unit guaranteed not to lose picks. Chris, now you go first.
I will. I have hit 2 of these in a row. I believe I am now 2-2 on my surefire picks this season, and we are going to go with the Green Bay Packers minus 3.5. Jordan Love second half looked pretty good. First half bad. Second half looked pretty good. I think he's getting back up from his injury. I think he's going to be playing really good football. The Rams, I mean, everybody on that team that's kind of like worth a damn is hurt. Kupp and Nakua are both on IR. So it's pretty much just Matt Stafford and Kyron Williams and Tutu Atwell, I guess. But I think the Packers are going to shut down Kyron Williams. They have the 11th ranked rush defense in the National Football League. Yeah, I think they kind of smush them, honestly. And it wouldn't be a surefire pick from Chrissy Stats without some stats. Both of these from the great people at Trend Center. The NFC North versus fellow NFC teams over the last 2 seasons. Here we go. 23-5-1 against the spread. The Packers kind of been running they don't run it because they're not in that division. They've been dominating the NFC West. 9-1 against the spread against that division in their last 10. So yes, the Packers minus 3.5 to make it 3 straight surefire guaranteed not to lose plays of the week from Chris. Sean, what do you got?
Well, I teased it earlier when we were talking about the Cardinals-Ravens game, or Cardinals-49ers game, excuse me. But it's under 49.5. I have never wanted to hammer an under faster in my life. This is just one of those games where you have a feeling about it, like it's like the Cardinals past 4 weeks, they might as well have put no one out there on defense because all they do is give up touchdowns. And that was very apparent for the Bills, Rams, and the Manders game. But the 49ers have been struggling heavily on offense, especially without CMC. I mean, Brandon Ayuk is getting 2 catches in 2 games. You just paid him $87 million. He's not getting the ball. I think this is a trap for overbetters, and I do think this will be sweaty. But divisional matchup, 49ers 2-2 on the under/over, Cardinals 1-3. Don't overthink it. Just trust your gut. Lay the under. Will,
Yes.
what you got?
So, my surefire pick. I mentioned it earlier. It is the Cowboy Steelers under 44. This game is going to stink. Or it'll be exciting if you really like defense. Either way. That's it. Like Sunday Night Football has just been horrendous this year. From my recent memory of 3 days ago. And so I love the Steelers unders, even though the last Steelers under did not hit, and it made me incredibly sad. It almost hit. So
Yay.
it's like it'll work this time. And that's why it's my double unit play. It's the Steelers boys under. I feel like this is just going to be a strong showing. I feel like maybe the Cowboys could try and do a push somewhere in the middle, and then they just play Renegade, and it'll be electric for the people in the stadium. in the Berg. So I'm taking the Steelers under 44. Primetime under. There we go.
What's the Cowboys' record right now? Are they 1-3?
They're 2-2.
2-2. Okay. Because they beat the Browns. Oh yeah, they beat the Giants. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Moving on. We are done with the surefire picks. Double unit plays, guaranteed to win. Now we'll do the extra plays. I'm gonna go first because I think Chris probably has a lot because I only have 2. No? Uh-oh. I'm just used to it. Anyway. I'm also on the Packers. Jordan Love last week had a game very similar to Brett Favre. Threw for 3 touchdowns, threw for 3 picks. I don't know. Over 300 yards. I don't know. But I think the Rams just absolutely suck right now. They can't really get anything going. I'm taking the Packers. The Packers they got to string some wins together so so they don't have to go back to Malik. Anyway,
1-0 with Malik.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0. Yeah, that's right.
So I'm taking the Rams, and then, I'm taking a stinky pick. Raiders Broncos under 36. Give that to me all day. Devontae Adams probably not going to play this game. Might get traded. We will see. If he gets traded to one of these teams that we've already talked about, might change the pick, might not. We will see. Under 36, Raiders Broncos. That game's gonna stink. Give me that all day. And those are my picks. Sean, what do you got?
I've got a couple more. These are all brought to you by the Trend Center since I'm in Colorado and I did not have time to research a lot. But these are proven by science. I do have one that isn't from Trend Center, and that's the Jags -3. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure Indy hasn't won in Jacksonville since like 2014. So I'm going to take them to cover here. Just keep this streak rolling. I love it. And the rest of the plays from the Trend Center, there's a play for 2 plays for Dolphins +1, but I'm just going to take a money line. Taking the Browns +3.5, Raiders +2.5. That game will be gross. That will be a literal 2-point victory from either team. And then Packers Rams over 48.5. Love that over. Chris, what else you got?
All right. I've only got 3, so suck it, Will. No, we talked about 6 games. I feel like 9 bets in a day is normal.
No, you're right.
For
You're
me.
right. I just figured you would have more.
No, I've only got 3, and they all stink. Raiders Broncos under 36, and also Dolphins Pats under 36.5. In my notes, I just have written next to both of them, both offenses suck. So bet the under in both. I was surprised, honestly. It feels weird to say this about 36.5. I was surprised the Dolphins Patriots total was so high. I thought it would be like 32.
What is it?
36.5.
Oh, okay.
You're telling me 5 touchdowns are going to be scored in this game? I don't see it.
No.
And then also, yes, Jags -3. I forgot about that stat that I don't think the Colts have won in Jacksonville since the Obama administration.
Add that to my card.
And also, I have written down just why the hell is Jacksonville a 3-point favorite against anybody anybody right now?
Exactly. It makes no sense.
So yeah, it's 3 stinky plays for the rest of them, but that's the card.
Maybe it's the Joe Flacco effect.
That will change if is Anthony Richardson going to play?
I doubt it.
I don't know.
See, that makes me nervous. Flacco, man, he had them boys rolling last week.
He ruined that under for me.
Yeah, he did. I didn't bet on a Joe Flacco under. I bet on Anthony Richardson under.
Tony needs to get his ass out of there or back out there.
Did you see? I wasn't watching. Or I guess we weren't as a show watching that game close. We just had Red Zone going. Apparently he went out like earlier in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and he came back in. First play was a designed run.
Yeah, like I mean
hell
that's
are you doing?
stupid. That's so stupid. Like you get hurt and you sit out for 2 plays, you come back in and you rush the QB. Like you expect him to not get hurt again?
Yeah, but they were asking for it.
Yeah.
That's
That was mean.
that
Mean
was
what they
mean.
did to
That
him.
was very mean.
I can't believe they did him like that. That's whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Are there any other things that have happened since last week other
I
than the
we
games?
we as Titans fans need to ask the question: Will Levis or Mason Rudolph?
I mean, it will be Will.
Yeah, it's
when
kind
he's
of like
healthy.
what do you gain when you get Rudolph?
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Where do you want to be at the end of the season? If you
We're
want to
not-
win games, I think Will Levis is probably better as long as he figures out not to throw a game away. But if you also want to lose games, have Will Levis throw the game away. I don't know. Seems kind of like a win-win unless they go 500, which would be awful. But
I just sorry, cat ran in here, startled me. This team, we're not going to do anything special this year. Let Levis try to figure it out. I feel like with Rudolph, we win 7 games. I feel like that's kind of 7 to 8, which like, okay, cool. We get like the 15th pick.
yeah,
I'd say you just let Levis go back out there, try to figure it out. If he doesn't, okay, we're a top 5-ish pick. Maybe we should get another quarterback. I don't know. I just don't really see it like. I mean, Rudolph. Yes, he played well on Monday. I mean, he didn't really he's not anything special. If he was, he would not have been a 3rd-string quarterback going into training camp this year. I just don't. I think this isn't even like I'm a Will Levis guy now. This isn't like a hey, we can still make the playoffs with him. It's like no, let him try to figure it out. If anything, it'll just be comically entertaining because Will Levis is the most entertaining football player in the world right now.
he's on a 4-week meme streak.
He's on a generational run.
He say what you will, love him or hate him, you watched.
Yeah. Yep.
It's every week. I didn't think there'd be another one of him just the stank face.
He looked like he was pooping his pants in that the picture doesn't do it justice. It's the video that's like you're taking a shit in your pants.
Maybe
You're pooping your pants.
And it's like I don't want to be mean because he was making that face because he was like in pain, but like I texted our group chat when he did that. I said, "Stop making goofy ass faces. Like suck if you want to suck. That's whatever. But just stop doing the hands on the head and stop being just like weird.
Oh no."
Just be bad. If you're gonna be bad, just be bad. Don't be bad and a goofball.
Christ. I mean,
But
yeah, I mean, I don't really know who I want. It's going to be Will if he's healthy. And that's just it. And I think, yeah, just try and figure it out, I guess. I mean, you should have had this figured out a while ago, but keep trying, bud. I'm rooting for you. I am. I don't want to see you fail, but
yeah, I want to see him win.
yeah, I want to see you win, but like, God, man, you gotta figure it out fast.
I also just feel it's way too early to just give up on him.
Yeah,
if
I
you
know.
benched him, you're
Yeah,
giving up on him,
and
he
I
hasn't
mean,
played a full season. That's I don't care who it is. If you haven't played a full season, that's ridiculous.
and
Unless
that's
you're just like
really the
that.
reality of the NFL now. Like, quarterbacks don't get very long chance anymore. Like, they don't get what Marcus Mariota got. He got 5 years. Didn't work out. Still never moved on from him. But now it's like, oh, 2 years? No, you're just not cutting it. It's like you don't get that 3, 4, 5 years anymore. I mean, they know what you are.
I mean, if he comes back and he's healthy and he plays the full season and he's like week 17 or week 18, he's still doing this meme shit every game, then yeah, maybe we move on. But like, I think just to do that in week 5 of his second season when he didn't play at all or didn't play the first half of the season last year, I think it's just way too soon to be like, all right, yeah, this guy sucks. Let's move on.
Yeah.
It's
When
also
he
like
did show flashes last year of being a good quarterback, it's not like he's been ass the entire time.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what is such
He's
a
not Malik
bummer.
Willis, which I guess that didn't age well.
Yeah.
But
Fuck us, right?
yeah, fuck that
it's
guy.
also like you don't really want to put another new quarterback behind this O line until we fix it. Like it's like I don't know. What if Will Levis had like time to like think? I don't know.
He needs it.
Just he needs it. He clearly needs it. And I mean, when I don't have time in college football 25, I throw picks all the time. I
You
am
and
Will
Will Levis
Levis,
are the exact same. Yes.
kinda. Except he has a massive hog, and mine is fine. Anyway,
Yep.
uh, what are we talking? Other things. Devonte Adams might be traded. Shocker.
Jets.
Jets or
Man, Garrett Wilson's gonna be pissed if he goes to the Jets.
Yeah, that's true.
He's already like kind of pissed off because he doesn't get any targets. But
yeah,
God, Garrett Wilson would be pissed.
I'd really like for Garrett Wilson to be targeted more because I do have that future of him hitting over 1,000 yards again or 1,100.
As a Garrett
Um,
Wilson fantasy owner, I would also like for him to do more because he hasn't done dick all season.
yeah, that would be a
Jared
super
Goff has
fucking
more
dope.
touch receiving touchdowns than Garrett Wilson.
He hasn't caught one yet. I thought he had
I don't
one.
I don't think so. Ooh, oops. I'll check.
I mean, that wouldn't be shocking if he didn't. But
Yeah,
I feel like the NFL's forcing us to watch the Jets a lot this year,
well, yeah,
and
Rod.
they forced us to
yeah,
watch them last year.
yeah, true.
Nobody was on that team.
I have a feeling that he hasn't caught one yet. He's got one. Okay, well, him and Jared Goff are tied for receiving touchdowns, and that just doesn't really sit right with me. There was a list though that I saw about who has more or
Yeah,
who has less receiving touchdowns than
it was.
Jared Goff. Travis
Yeah,
Kelce.
yeah, Kelsey, Ayuk, Laporta. There were
Yeah.
a couple other guys. Garrett, no, Garrett, he has one, so obviously he wouldn't be on that list. A couple other guys who were like big names.
I was like, oh God, we're going into week 5, guys. Like, damn.
Quarter of the season's over.
I don't say that.
Sorry,
What's wrong with you?
sorry. I got caught up in it.
Goes
Anyway,
by
My
too
glass
fast,
of milk
man.
is half full. Or it's half
Sounds
empty.
like milk.
Yeah, we're already on week 5, man. The season's pretty much over.
I didn't say
All right, cool.
that. Let's see other things. Hockey starts next week. Ooh.
Very exciting.
Starts Friday
Starts yeah, Friday.
Oh,
with
sorry.
the international games.
Yeah.
What they they count?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they count.
Rangers Islanders. Or no,
I
sorry, it's
It's Devils Sabers.
I don't even know.
Pretty sure it's the Sabers and someone. I thought it was the Devils.
yeah, Devils Sabres.
Starts next week for the Predators,
Chris
brother.
knows puck.
Sir, Predators, October 9th or 8th.
We better be a wagon, man.
Yeah,
10th.
that'd be great.
Oh, we play the
Yeah, that'd be
Stars
great.
game 1. That's like kind of our biggest opponent right now,
Yeah.
other than the Abs. So come out hot. I know you guys aren't keeping up with the preseason, but they just can't stop scoring goals,
There we
and it's
go.
awesome.
Well, we're winning the cup then. I'm sold.
I mean, I have this delusion in my head that we will, but at the same time, it's not really delusion. It could very much happen.
I
It
just
could
want to be
happen.
like, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
I just want to make like a playoff run. That's
Yeah.
if that doesn't happen, then yeah, this has been a huge waste.
I want to relive the summer of 2016.
I've been chasing that dragon ever since.
Me too.
Well, I guess ever since the Titans went to the FC Championship.
I mean, the Preds run lasted a lot longer, so it was more of like a high, like every week.
Well, yeah, they
It was like
played
I
like
was in such a good mood. They played for like 3 months,
yeah.
and I was just in such a good mood, unless they lost, and then I was not okay.
I was gonna say there were definitely a couple of games where I
Yeah,
was not in a good mood.
yeah. Towards the end there, I was not having fun, but whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't
Um,
wait. Can't wait.
Hockey's back. Preds should be more of a wagon than last year, definitely. Uh, so
It's a high bar.
yeah. We got the coach, we got the picks, we don't really have a lot of cap space, but we can make it.
We
We can
actually
make it happen.
spent all of our money.
Yeah. But we can make that shit happen. Get the Johansson contract out of here,
Finally.
which might be happening. I don't know. Uh, probably. That's a tricky
The
situation.
NHL filed a grievance for it that the Flyers will probably have to pay it, which means that he's owed the other part of his contract as well,
Oh.
which comes from us. So I doubt that we're getting that back on the cap.
He didn't show up. Why?
Yeah.
Why is he getting money for not showing up?
Oh, maybe I read it wrong because that doesn't sound right then.
I mean, that's what happened at the end of last year. Anyway, okay, are we done?
I
That is that it?
suppose.
Is there anything else? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, R.I.P. Pete Rose and
Yeah.
Yes.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Mhm.
Man, what a day.
Yeah, that was
What a
rough.
day that was.
So is he going to go in the Hall of Fame now?
Part of me kind of just hopes not, because it's kind of a dick move to just do it immediately after he dies. Like, if you're gonna do it, maybe wait a couple years to kind of like won't be as big a dick. I just think to leave him out, honestly. Like, we're not really accomplishing anything. Everyone knows he should be in. Like, it's not
Yeah.
really gonna validate anything at this point.
Kind of like Bonds.
Yeah, well, Bonds isn't dead, so that's the only thing. Bonds getting it would still mean something. Also, I mean, it would be huge for the steroid guys, but also, like, I don't know. I feel like just if they haven't done it already, just don't do it with Pete. It's just
Mhm. Yeah.
And I think he said, like, when he was asked, like, do you, like, after you die, do you think you'll get in? I think he said he didn't want to. Because, like, if he's not
Alright.
alive to, like, experience it, what's the point? And I kind of
Makes
get that.
sense. Yeah. Hell, makes sense. I mean, I don't know.
One of the all-time great gamblers, maybe not great, one of the all-time gamblers, though. I feel like as a gambling podcast, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that.
Yeah, he was
Shout
he
out,
was a big
shout out to
fan.
King.
He was a big fan of the show.
I'm sure.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up then. Okay. Thank you so much for listening and watching. We really, really appreciate it. Check out the Trend Center, link in the bio, the greatest tool for sports bettors of all time. Analyze your bets with trends based on science, numbers, and history. You can follow those trends in an upward motion and make some money. It's helped me with my bankroll. I'll tell you that much. And also check out our other socials. Link is in the bio for that. Bandit hit his Thursday night pick last week.
Disgusting.
One time
in
I
a-
fade him, yeah.
disgusting manner. That
He's
was
2-1.
that was brutal.
He's 2-1
Man.
on the spread.
I hate the people who have been betting for like a year who go on Twitter after a game like that and are like, oh, the NFL's obviously rigged for that shit like that. But there was part of me when he missed that kick. I was like,
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
mean,
that
That's
was
fucking rigged.
I
he
mean,
has never missed a 50-plus kick, and that's the game he misses it on just to
Yeah.
cover. I'm like,
I-
bro, you've got to be shitting me.
yeah, like obviously it's not rigged, but like also
Yeah,
I was
obvi-
like, when it happened, I was like, this shit's fucking rigged, man.
sometimes those bad beats, they'll get you thinking like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll get you with your tinfoil hat on, and they'll get you thinking. Sometimes,
Are you shitting my dick right now? God.
It's exactly what I said, yes.
How do they know, man? Anyway, Bennett's 2-1 against the spread past 3 weeks. Check that out. He probably doesn't have a parlay out this week. He's
He's had to go into
I saw- I-
hiding because he hasn't got one right.
yeah, that's it. Yeah. I started
He's
that
on the
sentence
run.
not he's on
He's-
the run from his
he's safe though. I've been talking with him. He's safe.
Yeah.
Make it very clear. He's
He's
not
at
in any actual
He's at a safe.
danger.
He's at a safe house. He's good.
Yeah, he's fine.
He hasn't been paying his Bucky.
Just to lay low for a week. I started that sentence without knowing where to go. Anyway, check that shit out. Link is in the bio. Yeah, thanks for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Really helps out our reach. We'll see you next time. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money. Woo! Woo!
Woo!
What the hell is that? The fucking pinwheel.
Make a noise. Thought it'd bring a little flair to the ending.
It did not help to it.
I just saw it. That's why I thought it was a pinwheel. I just saw it.
Damn it.
Here it is.
That sucks.